Hello, friends, colleagues, countrymen, fellow Romans. I'm Josh Johnson. You're watching a special edition of First Alert Weather Extra. That is our live stream that we do. We do twice a day, 10:30 a.m., 5:30 p.m. Most days. We're in a bit of an adjusted schedule right now due to the ongoing cold and potential snow situation. So this is a special edition that we're also simulcasting on Facebook and on YouTube. So we welcome everyone from every platform. We're glad to have you tonight. And boy, do we have a lot going on. So here and now, life is pretty calm. It's pretty quiet. It is also really cold, 32 degrees now out of Montgomery Regional Airport. 15-mile-per-hour wind, that drives the wind chill down into the low to mid-20s. So it feels much colder than it actually is, which is a bit tragic because it's already pretty darn cold outside. Right at freezing in Montgomery and Selma and Evergreen. It's 31 at Greenville and Grove Hill. The cold spots out west of Demopolis, they've got 28. Back east, Auburn's in there at 30. Dothan has 35. So Arctic air is streaming into the state as you and I are talking tonight. That's going to set the stage for some mighty interesting weather. But before we get to the snow chance, we have to talk about the cold. This is high-impact cold. The way that homes are insulated in our state, this is the type of cold that can cause burst pipes. So drip one faucet in your home farthest away from where your water main enters the house. A small, steady stream, roughly the diameter of the lead inside of a pencil, is the advice that I've gotten from the plumbers I've spoken with. I am not a plumber, believe it or not. But that's what they tell me. And that they say that will move enough water through your system to keep those pipes from freezing up. So cover up any exterior spigots that you have. If you have the little foam covers, those are great. If you don't have one of those, that's all right. Wrap a towel around it, put a Ziploc bag over that, and then tape it up. That can help there as well. Bitterly cold tomorrow. Highs do well to reach the mid-30s, and it's really cold. It's cold again Tuesday morning. And then Tuesday, moisture increases with all this cold air in place, and you can probably figure out how that ends. But the devil's in the details, right? We know it's going to snow somewhere in Alabama, but the where and the how much remains to be seen. So cold weather checklist over the next several nights. Get those pets indoors. Check on your people. Drip the faucet. We've talked about that already. Prep the outdoors as well. Now, the thing that a lot of you are interested in learning more about, this is the latest run of our Graph computer model. That's a product that we buy from IBM. And check this out. So Tuesday morning, we're cloudy already. Snow breaks out early in the morning in southwest Alabama and then pushes east through the morning. And you'll notice a relatively large area of snow over South Alabama most of Tuesday morning. And then Tuesday midday and beyond, that begins to expand more into parts of central Alabama. Couple of important points here. The model shows this pretty well, but I want to drive this point home. There is going to be a really sharp cutoff between places that get no snow at all and places that get enough snow to cause big, ugly travel problems, right? I'm talking 15, 20 miles will separate to the north, people who don't get any snow, and to the south, those who get enough snow to cause the roads to become a sheet of ice. So be aware of that. The biggest bust potential in this forecast for us is where precisely is that cutoff zone? Where does it set up? The consensus is it will go just north of Montgomery, meaning the capital city itself will see snow and accumulating snow with the heavier amounts happening in the southern sections of the state. That is the ongoing forecast. That is the majority of the available computer model guidance we have. That is what history, pattern recognition, placement of all the synoptic features, all of those things argue for that to happen. 2014 was sort of like this in terms of the setup. And we had light snow up into central Alabama and then a razor-sharp cutoff just north of Birmingham. This one is a farther south version of that, and I suspect it will be similar in terms of impacts. Remember that one? That's when all the roads froze up very quickly. That's probably going to happen in this setup. So just be aware of that. The snow tapers off after the sun goes down Tuesday evening from west to east, and then it's bitterly cold. Now, how much snow will fall? Understand snow does not fall in nice, even maps the way we draw them for use on television and digital and social media. But our best guess right now is if you draw a line with me, we'll go from about Linden to Selma to Wetumpka to Auburn. North of that line, along and north of that line, 1 inch or less. And if this were to trend south, some of you up here could get no snow at all. If this were to trend north, some of you could get 1 inch or 2 of snow. But with a temperature as cold as it's going to be, I don't want you to focus necessarily on how much snow. Just understand, anywhere where it snows, there is going to be a risk of widespread, impossible travel conditions. So if you see snow on Tuesday, it's going to stick and it's going to freeze up the roads very quickly, wherever that line sets up. The heavier amounts will be in South Alabama, Monroeville, Thomasville, Camden, Greenville, Evergreen, Andalusia, Opp, Florala, Elba, Enterprise, Troy, Union Springs, Eufaula, Dothan, Geneva. The potential here for 1 to 3 inches in a widespread fashion. And then I suspect there will be a narrow strip somewhere within that axis of even higher amounts, maybe some 3, some 3.5, some 4, some 5-inch amounts down here in far South Alabama. Could all of this change? Yes, it could. In fact, it probably will. We will continue to make adjustments. We get new data almost hourly between now and Tuesday. We will tweak this forecast a lot. We may even have to make wholesale changes to this forecast a lot. So please check back for updates. It is vital that you do that because this could change quite a bit. That's why we actually put this right down here, current as of Sunday, January 19th, because we want you to be sure that you are working with the freshest and best information. All right, this is going to be a little shorter version of these live streams. The ones I've done so far today have been more 30, 45 minutes, but we've got a newscast coming up. That's what we've got to get ready for. It's WSFA 12 News at 10. It starts in 13 minutes and 38 seconds. We hope you'll join us. You can stream that newscast on the First Alert Weather app, on the WSFA 12 News app. You can also watch it anywhere you watch television. So your paid TV providers, find WSFA. You can also stream the newscast on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. So we would invite you to be a part of that. Obviously, the newscast is going to be very centered on the weather situation, focusing on both the cold and the dangers that it presents, as well as the possibility of accumulating snow on Tuesday. So there you have it. That's the latest. We will have additional updates that we stream throughout the day tomorrow. We'll do more Facebook Lives, YouTube Lives. We'll be posting nonstop as well on social media, and we'll also be updating the First Alert Weather app as well. So stick with us. Check back for updates. This could all change, but a high-impact snow scenario likely for a big part of our area Tuesday into Tuesday night and Wednesday morning. It is likely that travel will continue to be difficult through most of Wednesday and maybe even Thursday morning in places where the highest snow totals occur, primarily south of Montgomery. All right, I'm going to send you back to whatever you were doing before this live stream came on. Hope you have fun doing it.